Hi, today I'm going to show you guys how to juice. Juicing is a very healthy way to, well, I guess it's just healthy to juice. We normally will do two styles of juicing. One is a green juice and one is a carrot apple based juice. The green juice is like a kale, broccoli, cabbage, whatever the green vegetables are. We'll do like a one in the morning, one at lunch, and another one in the evening. We just kind of flip around with whatever we like. It's extremely healthy. So probably the only way you're going to get vegetables. There are some products out on the market that are kind of pretend to be juicing machines, but they're not. They're just blenders, and they're adding water and ice to it and stuff like that to try to make it into like a, I don't know, like a smoothie shake or something like that. But that's not juicing. That's you're just blending up the vegetables and diluting it with water and ice, and it just you just don't get the concentrated juice. With a juicer, it actually separates the pulp or the cellulose. Cellulose is undigestible. Your body cannot digest cellulose, and that's the bulk of what these contain is cellulose. All vegetables contain it. It's a natural ingredient. This is ginger, by the way. So we juice, and it extracts the cellulose, dumps it into a waste bin. This is a waste bin here. Or maybe I got it backwards. One of these is a waste bin, one of these is a juice bin. I think this is the juice bin, it's larger. This is the waste bin, this is where the pulp and stuff goes. And you just throw out the pulp. If you have a cow or a pig or a horse or something, you could actually feed it to or maybe chickens like it. I don't know, but any farm animals, and you're not going to make that much, so you're not going to be able to like feed a whole herd of horses or cows or sheep with the pulp you use. Typically, we juice for 2 people, and if you come over here, look at the number of carrots that we do. We buy organic carrots. We buy typically 25-pound bags. We buy organic apples. These are Granny Smith apples. They're the best juicing apples. They contain what's called malic acid. That's the tartness that you taste in apples. The red delicious and the other apples that are sweeter, that don't have the tartness, they don't have the malic acid content, as high a malic acid content. And malic acid causes your liver to regenerate itself. So it makes for a very healthy liver. And your liver's probably, I know people always think about the heart as being like the most important organ. Well, to tell you the truth, I think the liver is. It just does everything. It's got its hand in every enzyme and hormone, and it's filtering and it's detoxifying. So you want to keep that liver healthy, and vegetables, juicing is probably the best way to keep your liver healthy. Among everything else, your eyes, your skin, your bones, all your internal organs, you just get such a rich nutrients out of juicing. So I guess the next thing I'll show you is the juicer. This is a juicer here. The one we have is made by Omega. I think it's about $250. You can buy these at Bed Bath & Beyond, and you can go online and get a 20% coupon, and it'll be about $225. It's got a 15-year warranty. You'll never wear it out, as far as I could ever tell. I did have a Jack LaLanne juicer, and I burned that thing up in like 9 months. And also, the difference between this juicer and a lot of the other juicers, Jack LaLanne, Breville, all of those, is they are a high-speed juicer. They spin around at 2,000 to 3,000, sometimes more RPMs. Grinding the juice and then slinging it out on the filter screen. It just spins really fast, and it's got a flat blade that's got a bunch of teeth. Well, that high speed causes heat and oxidation, so you're actually destroying a lot of the nutritional content by using those high-speed juicers. I would never buy one. Breville makes them. Again, Jack LaLanne, there's just I don't know, a dozen, 2 dozen, 3 dozen different kinds of high-speed juicers out there. This is a slow-speed juicer. It goes at 86 or 7 RPMs. This little corkscrew thing spins around, and it actually pushes. This goes in here. I'll show you as I assemble this, but this is kind of the basics. It's got its filter screen here. This goes in here, and as you can see, the corkscrew thing pushes the juice, the fruit and vegetables into here, and it slowly just compresses it, and squeezes it. When it gets to this screen, the juice squirts out, and then the pulp is expelled through this end here. And so that's basically how it works. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble this. This is the first part you put on here. You just slide that, lock it in there. Next goes your little corkscrew looking gadget in there. Next is your juicer cutter. Inside of here, you probably can't see it, but there's little blades, and they actually cut as it compresses. It cuts and compresses and just kind of gets all your juice and cellulose separation. It does that. There's a little gasket here that goes on here, and you just stuff it down in this, bringing this so juice don't leak out the end, and makes it go into your juice container. We normally have a brush that I use to stick this down in here with, but I don't know where our brush is right now.
I broke it.
And my wife said she broke it, and she actually did. What she did, she had it sticking down in here. This is the little tray that you put up here. She had it resting in there, and we turned on the juicer, and the end of it was sticking in here, and it snapped the end of it off. Still works, but it's just doesn't, it's shorter. So anyway, this is the final piece. So you can see how easy it is to assemble. That's it. You got your corkscrew. You got your thing the corkscrew goes in, you got your outer housing, the end cap, and this little tray to set your fruits and things. You also have a little plunger that you can stick stuff down in there with. Okay, well, I'm going to step back and start videoing, and I'm going to let my wife, she's the one that does the majority of the juicing here. So she will be, her name is Lindy. So she's a happy juicer. I try to juice sometimes, and she goes, "No, let me do it." And I said, okay. So anyway, we cut a piece of ginger here, about that size right there. It's probably about the size of the end of your thumb, from your knuckle to the end of your thumb. That's a good size piece for 2 people. And keep in mind, this is for 2 people here. And the number of carrots we have here, and they're various sizes. Some are short, some are long. There's like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Probably, I'm guessing 12, 20 to 20-ish, maybe. And they're small. They aren't that big here. They've got bigger carrots. Also, a note: smaller, thinner carrots are sweeter than the big ones. The bigger ones are, see, like this guy here. They're a little more bitter. They don't have the sweetness that the younger ones have. I guess it's like girls, you know. Young ones are sweet. The old ones, they get kind of bitter. So I have a young wife. So we also use this here before we do this. This is a apple slicer. You can see it's got a core hole there in the center. Here, you want to hold that? This is the core hole here, and then this is the wedges that it'll slice. And so we take the core out of the apple.
Sharp.
It's got sharp blades down there on the bottom. Oh, okay, so she's gonna use that on the apple. So she just puts it on there, and then pushes real hard. Don't put your fingers under that thing, because it will cut your fingers. It'll cut whatever's under there. And you push down. I can do it a lot easier than she can. But as you can see, it pops out all these little wedges, and then you see this core here. This is the part that you don't want. It does contain juice, but something about apples is apple seeds contain arsenic. So if you're juicing this core, you're going to be juicing the seeds, and the seeds, like I said, contain arsenic. Arsenic is a poison, and you really don't want that. So we just core it, toss the core. I mean, there's a little bit of juice there, but we don't worry about it. And then we have these little wedges that typically fit nicely down in there. They just go right down there. So it's a simple, quick way to
That's it.
get your apples cut up. Okay, we're going to start juicing now. You'll actually see how the juice comes out of this. There's a little hole right there. See right there? This little hole. That's where the juice comes out. And this end here, this hole, is where the pulp comes out. So she's gonna turn on the juicer. You hear it's not too loud. You know, it's not a noise maker. She starts juicing, rushes in, pushes it out. You'll see the pulp start coming out the end here. That's the waste. You'll see the juice coming into here, and that's the good stuff. Here goes a piece of apple. Put it down in there, push it like that. And you can just, just feed these things through as fast as the juicer will take it. What's that?
I do alternate.
Yeah, she alternates. Sometimes you can put like a more liquid one. See, apples are probably more liquid than the carrots are.
That's the ginger.
And so you can kind of throw apple in after carrot because it's a little bit drier and it'll kind of lubricate the machine and with the juice that it makes. So you just do that. We normally will put some cabbage in here. Cabbage has a lot of anti-cancer properties. So we do that. We'll just slice like a little wedge and chop it up and throw it in there. As it goes through the machine, it's real squeaky because it's kind of dry. And then also we'll throw in grapes. If anything we can buy at the store that's on sale, we'll throw it in there. And watermelon is great. Cantaloupes. And again, we're talking about the carrot apple base now, but you can throw anything in any juice. You do not want to juice just green stuff like a bunch of broccoli and cabbage and kale and think you're going to drink that down because it will not taste good. You got to throw in apples. Apples is like the main flavor enhancer for all juice. So you're going to have apples. Granny Smith, again, is the best. It's got the highest juice and the highest malic acid of any apple, so it's probably one of the, I'm saying it's the healthiest apple there is. The next one would be, I believe it's a Fuji. Is that right, honey?
Yes.
Fuji's? Yeah. Okay, Fuji's are next, and then from there you just, any one that you find. You will find that Red Delicious apples make a lot of pulp and not much juice. I don't know what the deal is there. They all taste good, but since we're doing this for health benefits, we just try to stick with the highest health content. And again, this is all about long life. My wife's 27 years younger than me, so I gotta live a long time, and I don't want to die anytime soon. So got a good life ahead of me. I enjoy living and being quality of life. You see how much pulp we've made in this. We've almost filled this container here up with all those carrots and the apples. And over here, once this container here gets full, it's close to, right at 2 glasses. 2 full, I guess they're 12 or 16 ounce glasses, just like a normal kitchen glass. This will do 2 of them. So it's perfect for 2 people. If you're juicing for more people, like you got kids and stuff, which again, I certainly recommend, giving your kids juice in the morning, giving them juice in the evening. It's just a healthy way that probably the only way you might get them to eat vegetables. So anyway, we're gonna, okay, she just got all of it done, so you can see pretty quick. Doesn't take long to do this. Cleanup again is very simple. We basically have this little plastic thing that you can buy at Walmart or wherever and do all your cutting on. It's just kind of a disposable cutting board, but it does last quite a while. These are the 2 just standard size glasses, iced tea glass, whatever you want to call it. And so we'll pour that in there. Again, this is it. I put a little 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. If you're not quite a hardcore juicer like me, maybe a little not very flavorful, but a teaspoon of vinegar every day is really good for you. This is unpasteurized vinegar, raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar, and it says here with the mother. The mother is this kind of a brown. See how you can't see through it? That contains the mother. That's like the I don't know, the organic source apple stuff, but it's full of good bacteria and stuff like that for you. It's very good for your stomach, intestines. Again, it's organic, and I get this at any health food store has this. They've got different brands too. This is a little more expensive. I bought some other ones over here. Same stuff. Paid about half the price. Here, this is Sprouts brand here. Exact same thing. Contains the mother, raw, unfiltered, organic, right there. So it's good stuff. Again, if you're not a hardcore juicer, maybe a little bit too tart, too bitter for you, and that's fine. You don't have to put that in there. So we're going to pour the juice in here and drink up. So there it goes, right in there. So that's about 1 glass there. And the carrot apple is really delicious. Kids will like this. You'll like it. Everybody will like it. When you start adding the other green vegetables and stuff in there, see, we made about 1 glass and maybe 3/4. So that's about what that amount of vegetables and stuff did. So here we go. Hopefully you can see us. Here's to our health, wealth, happiness, and love. And it's good. Even with the vinegar, I think it's good, but not everybody will. So just start out with the easy stuff. And we'll do a green juice video also soon. And that's it for now. Good health and happiness to you. Bye. All right, here we are. Okay, we drank the juice and everything was good. And now we're going to show you how easy it is to clean up after you juice. We got a bag here that we just threw all of the little ends of the carrots and the apple cores and stuff in. We're going to dump the pulp in there like that. Simple. Then we're going to take this apart here, and it will show you how easy it is to take apart and rinse and clean. And take that off, set it in the sink. Take off this end, take off this end, take off the centerpiece, pull out the core, take that little cap off, and then just basically rinse it. Turn on the water and start. Very simple. It's just, that's clean. See, you start, just rinse this off. Pretty much that's clean. You rinse these out. A couple of seconds, real quick. That's clean. Over there, rinse out that part. Nothing, you don't really have to scrub this stuff. It's just the type of plastic that this is made from. Everything just kind of rinses right off. Put it in the container there. Real quick rinse of that. And then wherever the brush is, we got the brush, right? Where's the brush? So that brush I was talking about, that's this here. It's just like a giant toothbrush, and you use to clean the filter part. You know, that screen part that I showed you, where I was saying that the juice comes out. That part there, you want to brush inside and out with the brush, and get in inside and clean it out. And then again, very fast, very easy to do. And ta-da! And then that's the last container out. Voila, you're done. Let them dry, and you're ready to juice again. So that's it. So enjoy juicing, and again, good health.